guys, Katie here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, which most likely you are because this is my first video, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I make a new post. And with that, let's get right into this video. Even though I'm not really caught up with the series, the last episode I watched was the 6th episode of the 5th season, I think. When I decided to make a YouTube channel, I knew that the first video I made had to be about Miraculous in some way. These past few weeks, whenever I sat down to draw, I would have a random YouTube video as background noise, as most artists do. In fact, probably most of the people who watch this video are currently drawing. And I'd always end up going to some sort of Miraculous Ladybug speed paint, especially ones that were about rewriting MLB and redesigning the characters. I think those are really fun because honestly, the main reason I consider myself part of the Miraculous fandom is because of how amazing the fans are at creating even better content than the actual show. And so, I decided to hop onto the bandwagon. But I also wanted to do something original, and so instead of redesigning the characters, as you saw in the title, I'm drawing Disney princesses as if they were in Miraculous. The first princess in this series that I will be drawing is Snow White. It seemed fitting because she is the first Disney princess and this is my first video. Oh, also fun fact, I used to dress as Snow White and read storybooks to children. Here's a picture. As you can see, I'm a big fan of hers. In my drawing, I wanted to give her a graceful, kind of dainty pose because, in my opinion, she's one of the most graceful princesses. Except for when she thinks she's being chased by trees in a forest, that is. Also, in my Miraculous Disney Princess AU, she is a ballet dancer. I haven't worked out a lot of lore for this AU yet, but that's something I knew I wanted to do from the beginning. One thing I also know about Snow White in this AU is that she is a student at Collège François Dupont. I probably butchered that pronunciation. Hang on a sec.
Collège François Dupont.
Okay, I kinda got it. But side note, why does the Google Translate lady sound drunk? Since she is 14 and canonically the youngest of the Disney princesses, I'm thinking her role in the story will be the younger character who somehow has the wisdom of an 85-year-old, since she is technically also the oldest Disney princess when it comes to how long she's been around. Now for her clothes, I stuck to her classic colors of red, yellow, and blue, and then I opted for a pleated skirt and tank top. But eventually, I realized the tank top looked like she was wearing a swimsuit underneath a skirt, and so I added a cute long cardigan type coat, which you'll see in a second here, and I just decided to keep her shoes simple but classic. In her average day-to-day life, in this AU, Snow White studies ballet after school every day. This makes balancing her superhero life and personal life super difficult, but luckily she has her best friend Aurora helping her out. That's right, people! Someone already knows her secret identity, but don't worry, you'll find out why later in the video. She also has a very big heart and will help anyone that needs it. Which, even though it's a very good quality to have, especially as a superhero, it also means that she often has trouble saying no to people when they ask her for favors, and usually bites off way more than she can chew, leaving her scrambling to the last minute to finish a project at school, or accidentally not doing the favors she promised to do because there was a villain attack in the city. One of these favors that overpiles Snow White's plate is the animal shelter she works at, but this is probably the main favor that would last throughout the whole entire series if this AU was the actual series that she would really enjoy doing, because Snow White loves animals. She has a lot of pets. She has a pet parrot that she actually got after she became a hero because she has a very strong connection with birds now because that's her Miraculous. And she also has 2 2 cats and a hamster. And yes, the hamster is a nod to the hamster joke in Miraculous. My hands down favorite part of this design is Snow White's hair. Mainly because hair is usually my favorite thing to draw. It's just so fun because I don't have to worry about anatomy as much as like drawing hands or like arms. It's just one of my favorite things to draw. But also the way I drew it, I still kept it short and wavy like in the original design, but I loosened it up a bit so it could fit more into this modern era. I decided to make Snow White in this universe the holder of the songbird Miraculous. This Miraculous is obviously inspired by her high voice and the animals she talks to throughout her film. This Miraculous comes in the form of a silver bracelet with a bird charm. I was going to do bird earrings, but I didn't want it to be too similar to the Ladybug Miraculous. Her Kwame, who I didn't remember to draw in this video, but I might draw in another video or just make a drawing and post it to my Instagram, which is _artistadventure, is named Tweet. To transform, she says the words, "Tweet, let's glide." I chose Tweet's name because all the Kwamis, if you'll notice in the actual show, all their names have at least one set of double letters, and I wanted to keep that up. And to de-transform, she says, "Coming in for a landing." When transformed, she gains superhuman strength and reflexes just like the other Miraculous holders. Her weapon, however, is a little bit different because it's mainly a form of transportation, and it's her wings. I didn't want to make her too overpowered, so she can only use her wings to glide rather than actually fly. That way she doesn't have like a whole up of power level compared to the other Miraculous holders who can't fly. When she's in the air, she has greater speed, but the downside is she can be put off course by really strong winds, kind of like with a hang glider. Her special power is called Melodious Song and allows her to communicate with animals through her singing voice. And just like the other heroes, after using this power, she has 5 minutes after activating it before she de-transforms, and she has to find somewhere to hide. Now, when creating her bracelet, I actually took inspiration from a bracelet that my mom gave me for my 16th birthday that has a sun charm on it and is silver, but instead of the sun charm, I did the bird charm because her Miraculous is the songbird Miraculous. I also wanted to do Snow White's character because I knew her power would have something to do with song, and I really love music myself. When it came to her hero costume, I wanted to do something different than the average brightly colored spandex bodysuits that most of the Miraculous holders of the show wear. But I also didn't want to stray too far from what a hero costume in that universe usually looks like, so that it was still obvious that she was of the Miraculous universe. And then also because it's known that the costumes of the Miraculous holders reflect the user's preferences and personality, and Snow White in this AU is a ballet dancer, I gave her a feathery tutu. But while writing this script for this video, I also realized a tutu probably isn't the most aerodynamic thing for a hero who gets along by gliding, but little things like the laws of physics don't seem to affect anyone in the Miraculous Ladybug universe anyways, so I think I can let it slide. And now, here's the story to go with the design. Snow White is a 14-year-old girl from Germany who recently moved to Paris to attend a prestigious ballet academy. She is very excited for this, but even a few months after her arrival in Paris, she has still not made any friends. In fact, the only interaction she has had with others her own age are her classmates, and they make fun of her for her high-pitched voice every day. She misses her friends back in Germany and doesn't feel at all like Paris is her home. But she tries to regain her optimism when the beginning of the school year finally rolls around and she begins her first year at Collège Fréquent Stupont. On the way to school, much like someone from another universe, she comes across an old man in need of help. Now, this is not the old man you're thinking. This man is very tall with a long nose. Anyways, this old man seems to be having trouble crossing the road, and a car is about to hit him. Without thinking, Snow White runs out onto the road and pulls him out of the way, accidentally spilling the books out of her bag and all over the sidewalk in the process. The old man thanks her and helps her pick up her books. She feels good about helping the old man, but now she is running late for class. After she gets to school and is lectured by her teacher about being on time, she meets a girl in her class named Aurora. They become friends right away and make plans to meet up after school in the craft and sewing supplies store that is owned by Aurora's 3 great aunts, Merryweather, Flora, and Fauna. When she gets to the store, she and Aurora get their school supplies out of their backpacks to work on their homework. But Snow White notices something that wasn't there before, a small black and red box. Aurora mentions that she thinks she saw a box similar to that when she was younger and says it's probably an old jewelry box. They decide to open the box, and when they do, a blue bird-like creature flew out. Both girls scream out in surprise and almost call Aurora's aunts for help. But the bird creature stops them. She tells them her name is Tweet, and she explains the power of the Miraculous to them, and how it seems that Snow White has been chosen to be the holder of the songbird Miraculous. Snow White is unsure of taking on this power, but Aurora encourages her to take on the power, and eventually Snow White says the activation words, "Tweet, let's glide," and tries out her powers for the very first time. After gliding around the city, she thinks to herself, "Wait, why do I need these powers? It's not like there's a huge crime rate right now or anything." And then she hears explosions and screams in the distance, along with the sound of someone angrily yelling, "Heroes of Paris, come out, I will find you." Alright, that's where I'm gonna leave the story for this video. The next princess I'll do in this story will be Princess Aurora, because I have a lot of ideas for her backstory and character already. Also, if you made it this far in the video, comment down below what Miraculous you think each princess would have. And okay, now here's the finished drawings of Snow White as a Miraculous holder. Which do you prefer, her hero costume or her everyday outfit? I had a great time making this video and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Bye guys!